Hello, thank you for joining us for the 2021 Franklin Chamber of Commerce Annual Meeting featuring Franklin's State of the City Address. I'm Rosie Chambers, Executive Director of the Franklin Chamber. I'm so happy that you're joining us today. I want to give a special thank you to Ducate Fine Remodeling for being the sponsor of our annual meeting. We appreciate their support of this event since 2015. In addition, a special thank you to Mayor Barnett and the City of Franklin for partnering with us to bring you this video. Our annual meeting is traditionally one of our favorite events. It's a celebration of our business community and the City of Franklin. And although it's been a very challenging year, the resiliency of our businesses to adapt and make changes during this health crisis has been amazing and certainly worth celebrating. 2020 was a year for the record books. You'll tell your grandchildren about this one day. The Johnson County Museum will collect photographs of our ribbon cutting ceremonies that show our members wearing masks. In addition to remembering the struggles, I hope you remember the silver linings of people coming together and businesses discovering new ways to meet customer needs. The Franklin Chamber started our year with a celebration of our 110th anniversary by hosting an old-fashioned birthday party. We thought we had a year full of anniversary surprises planned. We quickly realized that was not going to be the case. Like you, the Chamber adapted to the world around us. In 2020, the work of the Chamber has never felt more impactful. We refocused our efforts and strengthened our role of communication and information sharing to help you and your business get through this crisis. We invited speakers to share information to keep you up to date. Mayor Barnett and Dr. David Dunkel were frequent guests during our monthly meetings. We also spoke with Dr. Craig Mormon, Lieutenant Governor Suzanne Crouch, representatives from the Indiana Chamber and Small Business Administration. We were even able to toss in a little fun with networking events. Our goal was to serve you as a source of information and support. Even though our year didn't turn out like we planned, we were still fortunate to celebrate with 16 ribbon-cutting ceremonies, revamp our annual membership appreciation cookout as a drive-through, host our golf outing, and once again support our small businesses and the Small Business Saturday initiative. We changed the way we do things to keep everyone safe and still feel connected. I appreciate all of you working with us to make it a great year. We ended the year stronger than ever with a record 419 member businesses. So much of what we were able to accomplish in the last year is thanks to a number of people, and I want to be sure to recognize them for their contributions. First, let me recognize our Chamber team. Anya McConnell is our Assistant Director, and Tracy Smith has recently joined us in a part-time role as our Special Projects Coordinator. We all look forward to seeing you at a Chamber event as soon as we can safely come together again. We are fortunate to have an engaged Board of Directors who step up time and time again to ensure the Franklin Chamber and the Franklin business community are as successful as they can be. We truly couldn't be more fortunate to have such a stellar Board of Directors, and we're grateful for them every day. In addition, we could not do what we do at the Chamber if it wasn't for the generous support of our corporate level sponsors. We're able to grow our programs and services because of these wonderful partnerships. Our corporate diamond level partners are Homeview Health and Rehabilitation, JC REMC, Johnson Memorial Health, and Meyer. Our corporate platinum level partners are the Daily Journal, Franklin Meadows, KYB Americas, and Otterbein Franklin Senior Life Community. These organizations are a big part of what has kept the Franklin Chamber such a thriving entity in the Franklin community for so long. They are generous with not only their resources, but their time and energy, and very much an integral part of everything we do. And now, to wrap up our celebration and accomplishments of this last year, I'd like to introduce our 2021 Board President, Jeff Dutton, to announce the annual award recipients.
Thank you, Rosie. Hello, I'm Jeff Dutton, Marketing Director at Johnson Memorial Health, and I have the distinct honor of serving as President of the Franklin Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. First, I want to take a moment to thank my predecessor for her time of service, which spanned not 1, but 2 years. Shelley Petrus stepped into the role of Board President and served the Board and the Chamber brilliantly, giving so much of her time and energy to every aspect of the Chamber. In addition to her time as board president, she helped oversee a long overdue exterior remodel and served on the Chamber's Development Committee, helping to ensure the financial health of the Chamber and its longevity. We also have 5 award sponsors that we would like to acknowledge: Ivy Tech Community College, Modern Realty Group, Otterbein Franklin Senior Life Community, Radwell International, and Chuck's Financial Services. Thank you for being our award sponsors. I have the pleasure of presenting our annual awards today. Nominations were reviewed and recipients selected by our membership committee. And although we can't meet in person today, we plan to acknowledge these recipients at a Chamber event when it is safe to gather. The first award is the Franklin Chamber of Commerce Community Impact Award, which recognizes a chamber business or organization that has demonstrated outstanding business success in the areas of growth, stability, and commitment to quality of life and overall contribution to the community. This organization opened its doors just over 2 years ago and has already become an indispensable part of our downtown. Over $80,000 has been given to nonprofits in our community through its generous tip jar donation program. It offers a comforting place to gather for so many in the community. Congratulations to Main and Madison Market Cafe for being selected as the Franklin Chamber Community Impact recipient, and thank you for making such an impact on our community. Our next award is Franklin Chamber of Commerce Community Service Award. This award recognizes an individual or organization that has contributed significantly to the Franklin community, serving selflessly without intent for personal or monetary gain. The award goes to an organization whose motto is service above self. The Franklin Rotary Club was founded over 100 years ago and boasts 70 members who take an active leadership role in the community. The Franklin Rotary Club is most recognized for the Jim Rhodes Memorial Hog Roast, which raised over $48,000 in 2020 for the Good Cheer Fund and the Interchurch Food Pantry. This organization truly exemplifies service above self. Congratulations. Our next award is the Franklin Chamber of Commerce Business Hall of Fame Award. This award recognizes a chamber company or organization in business for 25 or more years and is presented to a business based on their success in growth and stability, commitment to quality, and overall contribution to the community. This year's recipient certainly meets those criteria. This organization has been in business for over 30 years. Their creations are iconic and have put Franklin on the map by designing award-winning florals for events such as the Pan Am Games, NCAA Finals, and the 2012 Super Bowl. With a focus on the future, J.P. Parker Flowers dazzles and raises the bar as a trendsetter in the floral industry. It is our pleasure to award the Franklin Chamber Business Hall of Fame Award to J.P. Parker Flowers. And last but certainly not least, there is a special group of people we like to recognize as an extension of the Chamber staff and family. Our Franklin Chamber ambassadors are the smiling faces that so many of you undoubtedly know and see at every Chamber function. They are our trained frontline volunteers that truly help us keep the Franklin Chamber train rolling. And it is my pleasure to announce that this year's Ambassador Team of the Year is the team of Kristen Loy, Aaron Rickey, Kimberly Smith, and Jerry Tharp. Congratulations and thank you for your support of the Franklin Chamber. Congratulations to all our award recipients, and thank you to those who submitted nominations and to our membership committee who had the unenviable task of selecting the recipients. Now it is my honor to introduce the Mayor of Franklin, Steve Barnett. Mayor Barnett has led Franklin through this health crisis with strength and compassion. We are proud to partner with the city to bring you this recorded State of the City address.
Hello, friends and citizens of Franklin. I would like to thank the Franklin Chamber of Commerce for continuing to support economic development in the city of Franklin. This is my 5th State of the City address, and I would much rather be with you in person. But public safety will always be my top priority. Our COVID numbers are trending down, which makes me feel hopeful as we journey into 2021. I have worked closely with Dr. Mormon with the Johnson County Health Department, Dr. Dunkel with Johnson Memorial Hospital, Carrie Prather, Franklin College, and Dr. Clendenning with Franklin School Corporation to ensure we address all the needs in this community. Many of our families, schools, and businesses have been adversely affected by this pandemic, but I've also witnessed times of great strength and service. It was really rewarding to see our citizens, schools, and organization come together during this crisis. We are all in this together, and I am looking forward to that magical day when we can meet face to face. Even though COVID-19 has changed our lives, the City of Franklin is still on our journey to excellence. Franklin has 180 employees that are dedicated to making Franklin the best place to live, work, and play for a lifetime. Now, I'd like to share some of our accomplishments from 2020 and our future goals as we travel on this journey to excellence. As I stated earlier, public safety is my top priority. We had 14,000 police runs. We had 320 drug-related arrests. We added 1 police officer, which brings the total to 53. 1 crisis management official, Karen Schaefer. She is a licensed clinical social worker. We also added a therapy dog, Benny, to assist Karen with her work. We have 11 new police cars, and City Council also approved buying body cams and car cams. At our railroad crossings, we have railroad arms at all 9 locations. We have added school zone flashing speed limit signs. And downtown at our pedestrian crossings, we've added flashing lights. And JMH has opened up their emergency center. Fire department is leading our city in COVID-19. I can't say enough about our fire department on the effort that they have made in taking care of the city of Franklin. They have, on top of their COVID efforts, 4,500 dispatch calls, and all 48 firefighters received new radios. Quality of life. I think we all have found out in 2020 how important quality of life is. Our Johnson County Visitor Center has moved to City Hall, which is also festival country. It's at 66 Water Street. We broke ground on the amphitheater. The amphitheater is something we have all been looking forward to. Our Parks Department has had weekly meetings on moving forward. Construction has been going on all winter, and we are looking forward to this grand opening for Fall Festival in 2021 is what we're all in hopes of. We completed the trail master plan. We want to keep adding to our trails, and we did add 1 mile of new trail last year, which gives us over 21 miles of trail. We completed a park impact fee ordinance, a study, which created an ordinance. We also completed an arts advisory ordinance. We have been trying to complete a arts district for quite some time now, and we are adding to that. Discover Downtown Franklin. They added 3 alley archways to name 3 of our walkable alleys downtown. The Mayor's Youth Council and the Rotary Interact Club teamed up together to paint a mural on Electrical Box. They also updated the Active Adult Center. The Wonder 5 Centennial Celebration with the museum and the college was a great success and leaves us all with a little bit of history. 2020 was a good year for infrastructure. We built a roundabout at 144 and Westview Drive. We also added to our trail system, West Jefferson Street, 1 mile of new trail. South Main Street, our gateway into the city, was completed. We rebuilt Forest Drive, which was formerly County Road 525, that's for industrial expansion. EPA rebuilt Forsyth Street. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. We did $2.2 million with street and alley paving. We began engineering the US 31 NDOT project that we're all looking forward to. Began feasibility study of the I-65 and Earlywood exit. We did 4,100 feet of new sidewalk repair. We adjusted our DPW rates, which hasn't been adjusted in over 10 years. We did $2 million worth of DPW plant improvements. And we began engineering on the east and west interceptor sewer projects for more economic development. And going into economic development, we had Energizer open up their plant with 450 jobs out by the interstate. Sunbeam Development Corporation, they just built a new 500,000 square foot building at the northeast corner of I-65 and 44. There were 37 businesses that received Okra grants, And our city team worked really hard to help with those grants and help our businesses. We had 6 facade grants, which totaled 44 facades rebuilt since 2017. We did 159 new homes, which is also a total of 569 since 2017. We annexed another 443 acres, which gets us over 1,000 acres since 2017. We also had several businesses that went ahead and expanded or had grand openings, such as the Hampton Inn out by the interstate, Starbucks by I-65, Taco Bell by I-65, Culver's by I-65, the Blue Cactus Taco and Tequila Bar, downtown Franklin, Coffee House 5, The Local Grind, Possibilities with Home Reimaged, J. Simpson Photography, Natura Wellness, Athletico Physical Therapy, Norton Premier Real Estate, ESI Electric, Edward Jones with Dusty Hukin, Humane Society's Whiskers on Wheels, and the Franklin Home Furnishings, MVP National Title, Indiana Members Credit Union, the Franklin Jewelers, the American Health Network Optum, Compass Park Luxury Apartments opened up. So as you can tell, we still had 21 good businesses come to Franklin in 2020 during a pandemic. And I'm sure that we've probably left out someone, and if we have, I apologize. Your business is real important to the city of Franklin. Projects that are under construction, Koenig Equipment, John Deere dealership is moving to US 31. The Farmers Credit Union is also US 31. We had Bluffs at Youngs Creek, 460 lots that got under construction in 2020. Brannigan Preserve with 65 lots got under construction. On assessed value, the city's assessed value has increased 6% in 2020. That is an increase of 26.18% since 2017. Also in 2020, we received $2,300,000 in grants, and I really appreciate our department heads that are applying for these grants. That is a total of $7 million in grants since 2017. We received an NDOT grant, which supporting trails and sidewalks. We also got an NDOT grant from the Community Crossings for paving of $1 million. Firehouse Subs granted $18,000 for fire equipment. The state also had $12,000 for fire equipment. Our Community Development Department, they applied for and received an OKRA grant for small business relief of $200,000. Our Parks Department, they applied for a splash pad grant, $250,000 through our American Water Company. There was only 2 of these grants in the whole United States, and we were one of those. Real proud of our Parks Department. We also received a grant for $23,000 from Duke Energy on a creek bank restoration project. We also made big strides in our environmental concerns here in the city of Franklin. EPA is 65% complete on the Amphenol site. That is where they have reconstructed Forsyth Street and done a lot of remediation work, and we're 65% completed. IDEM at Warrior Oil, they have said there is no further action needed. Franklin Power Products, no further action needed. The old co-op, there's no further action needed. Radwell Industries, they are 95% complete. Arvin's is 95% complete. We have the old Hoagland Cannon Factory site, it is 45% complete. So I'm really excited about all the work that's been done on our environmental concerns here in the city of Franklin, and I am confident to say that we are working really hard to have the cleanest city in Johnson County. Now that we have 2020 behind us, and I can only again talk about how great that I think our city employees have been through this, all of our citizens have been through this, 2020 is behind us. And now I want to move on to 2021 and talk about our journey to excellence, what we're doing moving forward. We have got our body and car cams installed. They're in operation. We've installed a baby box at the Fire Station 22 through our Mayor's Youth Council, who's done a tremendous job. The Franklin trustee's office has helped with the funding, and Katie Sparks at Beats for Bristol has also been involved in helping get this much needed asset for Franklin at the Fire Station 22. I would like to thank drivehubler.com for the sponsorship of our amphitheater that we hope to have completed in time for the Fall Festival. We also want to build on our Arts District for long-term plans. South Main Street monuments, that was left out of the South Main Street project. Street Department to expand on our sidewalk program. Sidewalks from Park Avenue to the college athletic field. We're looking to add trails or sidewalks on Hospital Road. The Forsyth pedestrian crosswalk with flashing signals. College pedestrian crosswalk with flashing signals. The Adams Street Railroad permanent railroad closure. That's been a kind of a sore spot with the city of Franklin. We had no choice. The railroad shut down Adams Street, and we're going to move on and do the best we can. Replace boards and repair brick wall at Main and Jefferson Street. Build a trash enclosure at the Artcraft Alley. Repair and paint electrical panels in city parking lot. Move a brush pile to DPW. 2021, we're going to seal all of our parking lots. We're also going to seal coat our trails. Our trails is a very important asset that we must take care of. We're looking to do another $2.5 million of street, alley, crack seal, and rejuvenate of our roads. And we're also going to apply for a $1 million grant through the NDOT with community crossings. Repair and resurface State Street, that's old US 31. Resurface Upper Shelbyville Road. Rebuild the first phase of Jim Black Road. Mill and overlay the Owen Wright parking lot. A roundabout at Arvin Road, Hurricane Street, and Commerce. And yes, stoplights at the I-65 exit, which has been long waited for. We're going to demolish a building in the Parks Department. We're going to demolish a building at the DPW. The US 31 Sewer Improvements Project is getting started soon. The east and west side sewer interceptors. A Graham Street storm sewer project. And GDI is going to build a 1 million square foot building at Forest Drive. Shelby Materials is looking to relocate at Graham and Commerce. Konek John Deere will be completed on US 31. Working with Sunbeam Development Corporation on planning a 500-acre industrial park just east of I-65. Work with Interstate Warehousing on an expansion. Work with G&H on an expansion. Work with IBC on an expansion. And working with multifamily and single-family developers. As you can tell, we have a lot on our table for 2021, and we're really looking forward to completing these projects for our city. 2020 was a challenge for all of us, and I would like to thank everyone for working hard to keep us safe. The fire, police, medical workers, and all volunteers have committed their lives to taking care of our vulnerable population. We have an amazing community that always comes together in a time of need. Just remember, we are all in this together as we journey through 2021. Thank you, and have a nice day.